Good documentation is hard to find, especially for open source software. This is one of the reasons I started writing books. The PHP Manual is an exception though, as it's rather good, but still underutilized by many beginners. Knowing how to most efficiently use the PHP Manual, and how to parse some of the cryptic documentation therein, is a valuable skill. This is information you'll want to use whenever you come across a new function or have problems using a function in your PHP code. The PHP homepage is at php.net. The front of the page provides news about PHP, such as recent releases, as well as mentions of PHP-related events. At the top of the page are the key links. As an aside, you may want to look at the mailing lists. There are several different mailing lists, including those for specific subjects or in specific languages. The general user list is the most important. The focus in this video, however, is the documentation. The PHP manual can be viewed online or downloaded to your computer. The documentation is available in several languages. Just click yours to begin. The manual begins with a PHP tutorial, followed by installation instructions, a general language reference, security information, and discussions of key features. At the end of the manual is an FAQ section and appendices, which provide information that's more useful once you have a bit of PHP know-how under your belt. I want to focus most specifically on the function reference. If you're trying to find information about, say, strings, you'd click on text processing, then strings. Here are all the string-related functions, such as print, introduced in Chapter 1 of the book. As a quick tip, if you know the name of the function you're trying to figure out, head directly to php.net followed by the name of the function, and that'll take you to the page directly. Looking at the function reference page, it begins with the name of the function, followed by the versions of PHP in which it's available. Within the box is what's called the function signature, the combination of the function's name, the arguments it takes, and what kind of value, if any, it returns. For the print function, it takes one argument of type string and returns an integer, always the value 1 in this case. Further down the page are usage examples, plus user-provided comments, which are often helpful. As a comparison, let's look at the documentation for the number format function used in Chapter 3 of the book. This function has two signatures, meaning it can be used in two different ways. In both cases, the function takes a number as its first argument and returns a string. In the first usage, the function takes an optional second argument, which is the number of decimal places to which the number should be formatted. As you can see in the function signature, the default value is 0. In function signatures, optional arguments are always placed in square brackets. Let's look at what this means in terms of actual code. In Chapter 3, the calculator.php script is created. It takes three values from the user, performs some calculations, and returns some results. In order to format the calculator result most professionally, a user-defined function invokes number format with two arguments. If you remove the second argument and rerun the script, you'll see the result. See, $27.30 went to just $27. If you remove both arguments and rerun the script, you'll see an error message. Number format expects at least one parameter, parameter being another word for argument, and 0 were given. And that's because this argument, which is not optional, was omitted. There may be times where you're trying to find something within the manual wherein a straight browse to a function page won't work. For example, say you're looking up a variable or a constant. Just enter your terms in the box, and then be certain to change the menu from function list to all php.net sites or online documentation. Then click the arrow. Here then is information about the server variable. And that's what you need to know about the PHP manual in order to start using this valuable reference today.